Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The New Nasty Boys. I'm your co-host this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you decide to watch or listen to this thing, Billy DeVore. And sitting next to me is my co-host,
Jake Polson.
Hey, we are Chrisless this week. He's in the Badlands.
I'm jealous.
I'm very jealous, too. Badlands, cool spot.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Any time of year. It's a good place to go when you don't know what the weather's going to be like.
Yeah, just like, you know what? I'm ahead for the desert. That's a smart move. So, and as always, the show is brought to you by Cincy Light. Cincy Light, the spirit of Cincy. Cincy Light is a crisp, refreshing brewed lager in partnership with Cincy Reigns, benefiting student athletes. This easy drinking classic is the perfect way to celebrate the Queen City. Raise a toast to triumph that the red and black shall reign. Cincy Light beer is available year-round in 12 packs, 24 packs, and on draft.
Yum.
Yum, yum, yum. It is delicious. Had a few last night. Had a few on Friday. Never steers me wrong.
No. I had a few on Friday myself. It's a great way to start the weekend.
It's a wonderful way to start the weekend, to end the night. It's just a start a night. It's just, they're the best. Mm-hmm. Can't beat it. How was your week?
It was good. Yeah. Stayed dry.
Yeah.
For the most part. Yeah.
Good.
Kept away from the lowlands.
The lowlands, Chris is in the Badlands, and we're out here in the wetlands. Good God. This rain is, I'm over it. I'm very much over it.
Yeah. Well, it's gone now, and now it'll just be really cold.
Oh, how fun.
Even better.
I love a nice April snow.
Yeah.
That's coming. We've got a championship basketball game tonight.
Yep.
Houston, Florida. I think we both have Florida.
Yeah.
Line's 1.5. I'm going to tease that up to like 5.5.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Try to make some money off these Gators.
Yeah. Chomp, chomp. So, anything else?
No. Kept it pretty chill. Shitty weather. It's easy to
Stay in.
Yes.
That's what we did Friday. We stayed in and we watched the Reds game, and then we played Super Smash Bros.
I mean, that's a hell of a night.
Dude, that was a great night.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what a great time. And then on Saturday, went out for a couple beverages, came back here. And I don't know if you guys noticed, we're not in the fart dunch since Chris is in the okay lands. Our living room got redone. It's green now.
It's beautiful is what it is.
It's insanely beautiful. Shout out Luke Capasso for taking on this task. He did it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, crushed it.
It's absurdly beautiful. Yeah. If you want to see the rest of it, try breaking into my house. Give it a whirl. Or if you're a friend, just come over. So we have a couch back in here. We're basically set up and ready to podcast. You know, we spent 2 weeks redoing this just so we could show you guys how it looks. But yeah, I had a pretty good week. There's that, and yeah, just watching the Reds.
Yeah. It was a tough week for it.
It was
just the middle.
Just the middle.
Yeah.
Because I was at the game on Monday and tried some of those new foods.
Oh, you did?
I did. I was withholding this information from you so I could surprise you.
Good. It was a good night for it. A little chilly.
A little chilly.
A lot of ways to warm yourself up.
Yeah, I found a way. Okay. Here's how I found that way. I had the Geta slider.
Yeah.
Which was on a really nice potato bun.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the brand. It's like the big boy of potato buns.
Doug's.
No.
Herschel's?
No.
Abraham.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it wasn't Abraham's. But it was that with the Geta and the special sauce onions. Excellent.
I mean, that's the one I'm most excited for, I think.
But the brat one is elevated.
Is that okay? All right.
The brat one's great because it's got that extra. Anything with more meat, I'm very happy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It was really good. And then the kicker, we had the walking taco.
And how was it?
Unreal. That's
okay.
a meal, dude.
Yeah, I like walking tacos.
Dude, so it's the bag of Saratoga chips this big. Peeled off the top, right? They just cut it. Then they put in the pulled pork, barbecue sauce, coleslaw, and a fork, and just go to town.
I mean, that's Montgomery and nachos, basically.
Yeah, basically. The Grippo's now makes the Saratoga chips. But one thing I was disappointed, they didn't have the Grippo's seasoning.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's kind of, yeah, I would be expecting that as well.
I would too.
It's in the name.
It is that they're Montgomery and Grippos. I was like thinking like, come on, can we gonna elevate this here? Like, nope. They were just like, they are just raw dog and Saratogas.
See, that wouldn't disappoint me at all because I'm not a big Grippo fan.
See, I
the
knew
dust
you would,
is a little strong for me.
Yeah, so you're dodged a bullet.
But I would still like it to be involved in that.
It is. You would with the sweetness of the Montgomery and barbecue
Yeah,
sauce.
I think it would be pretty tasty pairing.
It would be an excellent pairing. But for $14, that thing is a meal.
Yeah.
Alicia couldn't even finish hers. She was like, I'm full. And I was like, well,
I'm not.
I am too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Plot twist. I was full. Rare. There's something I really need to talk about with that Monday game, though. After that Monday game, the Reds stopped scoring runs for a while, and I think I know why.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're out where those tables are on the third baseline, where there's the Porkopolis.
Sure, I gotcha.
Okay. Sitting there, and we're doing a video, which you'll see sometime this week, of us eating the Geta sandwiches, the Geta brat. And Gapper comes over.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, I got to get a picture with Gapper. Because whenever I get a picture with Gapper, I'm just like,
of course
disappointed. You do. I'm just like, that's great. Well, I got the selfie, and then Gapper went, hey, do you do stand-up?
Oh, no.
Yeah. He
No.
spoke.
Unacceptable.
Dude. Gapper spoke.
That is unacceptable.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, dude, I've seen you in Northside at Chameleon. Like, I'm there like every other Thursday. I was like, cool.
Yeah. As Gapper? How have I not noticed?
And I'm like, whole time I'm in the back of my head like, don't talk.
The mouth doesn't move.
You had all summer to think about this. And he is just yammering away. He's like, you're so fun. You're so great. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
So you've got a fan in Gapper.
I guess. And I fucking hate Gapper. I despise Gapper.
Well, maybe this will soften your stance a little bit.
It has softened my stance, but I think it was the curse of the Gapper speaking.
Yeah, because that's how you put a voodoo curse on a team.
Yes. Gapper. And then, dude, we're in this like probably top of the eighth, and Mr. Red is sitting one section over. And I look over, and he's just looking at the person next to him, nodding. I'm like, Mr. Red's having a full fucking conversation, too.
Yeah, they're fully off script on a Monday night.
Whoa.
It was.
Curse the boys the whole rest of the week.
Wonder what Rosie was getting into.
Dude, I hope she wasn't talking. You know?
Why? Because she's a woman?
No, because she's a
piece of shit.
I fucking walked right into that one. God damn it. No, I hope she wasn't talking to help shake this curse. I mean, they, didn't win until Saturday.
Yeah.
Which...
they barely even scored before Saturday.
Barely.
Yeah.
I think it was just... Oh, God. It was rough. But, yeah, I honestly am going to blame the lack of run production on the speaking of Gapper.
Yeah. I mean, we needed a scapegoat, and he's as good a one as I can think of.
He's the best one in the biz. He looks like a dipshit.
He might actually be a scapegoat.
Why didn't Terry sacrifice Gapper? We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But, man, that was disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, it would just be so unsettling hearing a voice come out of that big goofy head.
Yeah.
Or I guess not even, it's probably the neck.
It is the neck. That was what was so jarring, is that his head's like all the way up. Like he's just like, and then you just see this netting with some of his red fur coming out, and then words. Ruined my childhood.
Yeah.
Destroyed it.
Oh my God, there's people in there?
I just thought they were robots.
Yeah. Thought it was two dogs stacked on top of each other.
3 kids in a trench coat trying to break into the movies, huh? Classic. So yeah, dude, I just am. I was very concerned, and now I feel like we just gave Nasty Nation a good reason on why the lack of run support happened.
Yeah.
And it's clearly...
How did you end up reversing the curse?
How did I reverse...
They scored quite a few runs on Saturday.
I broke into Great American Ballpark.
This is what I was hoping.
And I burned the costume.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Now I got a whole...
Ritualistically, I assume.
Of course.
There's a pentagram on the ground. There's a lot of candles.
A lot of goat blood.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, did you know
it's the scapegoat, so...
Yeah, you might as well cover it in goat's blood, which I didn't know this. Did you know goat's blood, extremely flammable?
I'll be damned.
I know. pretty wild. So I'm just glad that we got out of the way, and let's get into some fun stuff. Mm-hmm. Wacky week of first pitches in the league. The Phillies had Ronald McDonald come out and throw the first pitch. Honestly, a little frightening.
Deeply disturbing images.
Very much. Too white-faced.
Yeah.
He just looked like he was powdered. It was a very scary Ron.
Yeah. The hair needed to be bigger or something. He needed to be more cartoonish, and it was just wasn't there.
No,
he was wearing a normal-sized glove. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, it needs to be huge.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just, are we leaning into like a modern, realistic Ronald McDonald? Because that's not good for the kids.
No. And what was the whole thing? They're just trying to steal that grimace magic that the Mets had?
See, that's what I think that they're trying to do.
Yeah.
So they went to the top of the food chain and got the clown.
Yeah. I mean, you can't just go to Birdie or something.
I'm shocked they didn't go to the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
Hamburglar would be stealing strikes, I'll tell you that.
Hey,
come on.
He's been stealing signs his whole game. Get him out of here.
He's just over in the corner banging on a trash can. But so you had that, and then the Mets brought out my boy Rizzler to throw out a first pitch. And what's really fun is before doing this, I had to explain to you who Rizzler was.
I had no idea. I thought it was like a Batman villain.
He just goes around the city and just rizzes up the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Inappropriately. That's why Batman's got to stop it.
That's right. Well, he's a child.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that does. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually the crime is on the adult. So it's kind of like Rizzler's framing him.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because the kid can't go to jail for that.
No.
He's just an innocent bystander or Rizzler. So I think it's pretty great. The Rizzler has, he's clearly not lost his winter coat yet.
Oh, he hasn't? I still haven't seen the video or anything. Is he on the mound? Did they put the child fully on the mound?
He took like 6 steps. I know.
And he's the Rizzler?
He's the Rizzler.
Rizzler. Very sorry.
Yeah, you got to get your Costco universe characters correctly. There's a whole bunch of them. You didn't know about AJ and Big Justice? Look, I just think your brain is in better tact than most people around because you haven't had it fully rotted out yet by this.
Yeah, I never downloaded TikTok, so I'm spared the Rizzler content.
I don't know if spared's the right word.
He seems to be doing just fine without me.
He is, but you need to have your life enlightened by the Riz. But
that's fair.
Anyway, we got both of those guys on the mound. Which one do you think is going to bring more luck to that team this season?
It has to be the Rizzler.
Yeah.
Because Ronald McDonald was terrifying. That probably drove people out of the stands.
They probably had to issue a warning, like, if clowns trigger you,
leave.
Come to the second inning.
Yeah. Roll in late.
Totally fine. Have a couple beers and cheesesteaks in the parking lot.
It's a Phillies game. I'm sure it was an easy sell.
They're doing whippets off of fucking Cheese Whiz cans. Like, I ain't seen no clown.
Now I see all of them.
I just see nothing but the clown. He's scaring me, the clown. Yeah, I'm with you. I think Rizzler, because Rizzler is incredible.
Yeah.
And so the Mets were the people who originally captured the Grimace magic and let it ride. So I think they know what they're doing.
And now they're trying to capture the magic of a young child, huh?
Well, when you put it that way, what would you rather have, the capture the magic of a young child or that terrifying clown?
The clown should be captured.
He should.
And taken away.
Yeah. We need to do a whole new look for this one.
Yeah, they need a rebranding and soon.
And very soon, yeah.
Just bigger. Make everything bigger, and then it's a happy, fun clown. He needs shoes that are twice the size and a car that's half the size.
Yeah.
That's a clown.
That's a clown. And a bunch of them get out of that same car.
Damn right.
I think also it would have helped if he had more characters with him.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you see that group photo of people and they're all together and you're like, oh, there isn't like an ugly one. It's like, yeah, because they're all together. They're all right there. It's the same with the Ronald McDonald. It's like he's right there. If he's by himself, he's terrifying. But if he's with, Grimace and the Hamburglar and Grimace O'Malley, the Irish.
There's an Irish Grimace?
Yeah. You didn't hear about that?
No,
He just came back this year because he got canceled in the 90s for having some very positive statements about the IRA.
I hope that's true.
It is true.
It is true.
Yeah.
So wait, so Irish Grimace can't talk then?
He's not allowed anymore.
They took the mouth away entirely.
They just shut it down. They're like, oh boy, if we're bringing him back, he's sealed. But yeah, you get all those characters together, you're not as terrified of Ronald.
Exactly.
So just him alone is horrifying.
So do you think the Mets are trying to steal the Rizzler's Riz, or just sort of trying to piggyback on it?
I think it's a piggyback. I think it's a rub-off situation.
Well,
you know,
so they can be rubbing the child now, too.
Okay. God, really painted me into a corner. This isn't good. Look, they just want Riz to rub off. Nope, that's even worse. Okay. They want the Rizzler's magic to be spread throughout the team. You know how, like, when you hang out with somebody and it's like, hey, if you hang out with them on a professional or like a level or something, an artistic level, you like hope that you're around them and then like some of them can rub off on you.
It's starting to make sense.
Yeah, that's what Juan Soto needs from the Rizzler.
Yeah, he's got no Riz.
None whatsoever.
No.
I'm glad we covered that.
I am too. I'm glad I now know who the Rizzler is.
I'm really glad.
My life is fuller because of it.
You got to hear some of We Bring the Booms. That's cool. The Rizzler's also a rapper. Very talented.
I could tell by the way he looked.
Yeah, he's like a mix of if you took Talib Kweli and Currency and made him like an 8-year-old boy who likes Black Panther. That's the Rizzler.
It's perfect. Yeah. Can't wait for the first album.
It's really good. It's going to go platinum, probably. It's probably going to get 5 booms out of 5. He doesn't get it because he's not a part of the... Okay.
Yeah. A full 5 booms, you say? Yeah. Holy smokes.
Yeah, boom, 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 boom.
I just am picturing him carrying around an empty metal trash can, trying Costco samples, and there's a big boom for how much he likes it. That's a full 4 out of 5 booms right there.
4 out of 5. I hope I don't cut my knuckles this time. Yeah, okay. So, well, now we can move off of it. I think we've
Thank God.
Rizzled out here. Yeah. Come on. Oh, we're killing it. Over the weekend, the San Francisco Giants had a therapy rabbit in the stands. His name is Alex the Giant. He is a 28-pound therapy rabbit. That can only fly in San Francisco, huh?
Yeah, but I will say that's a therapy rabbit if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
It's 28 pounds, 26 of it is just cute, fat fur fluffiness. Oh, he's adorable.
He's so freaking cute, like a orange tabby rabbit.
Yeah.
He's just so sweet.
I mean, how could you be mad holding that thing?
You can't.
It's the best therapy animal there is.
That's great. That's perfect because Mike Krakow, the Giants announcer, said for all those who came up and pet the rabbit, they will have the same reaction. They smile immediately. That's why you have a therapy rabbit.
Yeah. That's why the rabbit got into therapy. It's like, I can really help a lot of people.
Yeah, normally just hopping around. Yeah. You didn't really have a path in life.
I'm just hopping from job to job. I've got no direction. I just don't care at all.
I don't. God damn it. That was great. Man, I don't care at all. That's beautiful. That's one for the books. Chris, when you go back and watch this, pick up on that pun game. Here's my big question with this. Did the Giants make him buy a ticket?
Well, it's about the size of a human child, and they don't have to buy a ticket, so you would think.
Yeah, you got in for free.
He's, performing a service, though, so maybe you want him sort of on the books for liability issues.
Yeah, he's got to fill out a W-2.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Let me get your paw here and here. Okay. So, I mean, I want to know, like, I don't know how often this rabbit is there, but I feel like there's only designated days. They're like, okay, you can bring the rabbit.
Yeah.
It's around Easter. After
bring the
Easter.
Rabbit, yeah.
We're bringing the rabbit.
It'd be fun if it was a turned into a good luck charm. I mean, the last animal one we had was the rally monkey, right?
Oh, yeah, with the
I guess there's
angels.
occasionally like a waterfowl that gets on the field and that becomes a sort of a rallying point. Oh, there's the squirrel.
The squirrel, and then
the Cardinals. That sucked, actually.
The Padres had the rally goose.
Yeah.
I guess Wrigley just had a goose today or yesterday. So fuck them. I hope that goose isn't federally protected. Shouldn't be. That goose landed on the field. I called ice.
Yeah. Threw a bunch of diuretics at it. Be like, stick around the stadium. Get it, repaint it.
Repaint it. Yeah, while you're out there, you just go kiss Ian Happ. Maybe shit on Kyle Tucker.
He turns back into a pumpkin. It's like, wow, that's good advice, actually. That helped.
Fantastic advice. I'm trying to think of the last Reds mascot that we had that was an animal was what? Shotzi?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We need a new animal.
We're bringing Shotzi back.
Well, no, I think we got to go weird with it.
Okay.
I think that we should get a therapy boa constrictor.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Just, there's like the sensory room. Next to it is like, hey, you really need to pet some? Check out this thick snake.
Yeah. Feel it move in your hands.
Feel it tighten around your neck.
It could be the new part of the new home run celebration.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just throw on a big boa.
Yeah. And just hope it doesn't constrict.
Yeah.
Just like, is he in a good mood?
Yeah. He doesn't seem to be like being thrown around the dugout. We're not going to lie.
No, we're not going to lie.
It's getting him pretty riled up.
Yeah. What happened to Austin Wins? Burmese python.
You can see him in the middle of it. It's like, shit, get me out of here, guys.
Yeah. That'd be great. Yeah, dude, I think that's what we need to recommend to the Reds. Yeah, I'm in. All right, don't make me. I'll start another GoFundMe.
I mean, it won't. We know for a fact it won't start talking like Gapper. So at least we've got that.
Yeah, and rabbits kind of also have like a little bit of an evil thing to them.
Yeah. It's the unblinking eyes.
Yeah, the plotting.
Yeah.
They're constantly just deceiving.
Yeah, thinking about where they're going to hide those eggs.
Think about how they killed Jesus.
It was a Roman bunny. We all know it.
A corrupt Roman bunny. Well, we let the python free.
And nothing bad happened.
Nothing bad happened ever.
As soon as we get this bunny in here.
As soon as we get it in. I guess we need to talk about the Cincinnati Reds. Mm-hmm. Do we want to do that?
Yeah.
Do we have to?
I mean, there were good parts of the week.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. There were good parts.
Just all the runs, sort of just only one game. 2 games.
Only 2. Okay. What a week. What a week. They started off the week scoring 14 runs in one game. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they scored a combined 0 runs. 35 innings, the 4th longest runless stretch in Reds history.
I felt each one of those innings.
Oh, they were brutal. Yeah. I mean, it got to the point where Terry Francona said publicly, we offered, we were trying to find someone for a human sacrifice, but no one volunteered.
Yeah, which is it's a shame that no one stepped up. I thought there'd be, a more cohesive team by this point.
I thought so too.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. I thought Terry was a Hall of Fame manager.
Yeah.
He could literally get someone to fall on the sword.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
Maybe next week.
I mean, they scored runs on Saturday. They scored runs today.
They scored run today.
I thought they scored 2 runs.
Did they get another one? I blacked out.
Yeah, it got ugly.
After the second Cheerio homer.
They scored twice.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're doing it. That's cool.
That's pretty cool. That's oh man. It sucked. Fuck. It was bad. Man. And it didn't help that I guess there was an outbreak of an undisclosed disease virus floating around.
Which is not going to help with the hitting, that's for sure.
No.
It swept right through the clubhouse.
Yeah.
So I'm sure middle of the week, I doubt anyone was feeling too good.
No, they were probably just like, okay, I got to strike out real quick. I have the runs.
Yeah.
We might not score runs, but I have the runs. Okay, I got to go.
What are you guys talking about? There were a lot of runs in the middle of the week. Trust us.
Stowe had to install bidets. We're just running through this Chardonnay.
We need him back on the field. We got to just spray him down, get him back out there.
Get him out there. Yeah, guys, gray pants all week.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not talking about that.
It's just the City Connect pants with the white top still. It's like, well, it's a strange look, but it does need to happen.
It's not about how it looks, it's about function. And they're functioning really well right now. Yeah. But man, I so you don't know if you feel bad. Then Tito came back and everybody else started coming back on Saturday, and then there was an explosion, and then Sunday was brutal. So we'll dig in, but first, who reigned this week? Brought to you by Cincy Light. Cincy Light, the taste of Cincinnati. Guys, who reigned this week? Hunter Green. Hunter Green's fastball topped off at 101.6 miles per hour. And the slowest it went was 98.6 miles per hour. He had like 55 pitches that were over 98.6 miles per hour.
Dialed in.
The guy was absolutely incredible. 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 3 hits, 1 walk, 8 Ks, 22 whiffs. If he keeps this up and he is consistently looking like this, how can you not say that he's the front runner for the NL Cy Young?
I couldn't agree more. And I think he's going to pile on the strikeouts this year. He looks dialed in. He fully mastered his arsenal at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, he's out there. He's a actual pitcher now, not just a hurler. He can do everything he needs to be doing with this velocity.
Yeah, he's hitting the corners.
Yeah.
And you can tell that he's dotted and locked in, and then he can go, well, I can now just throw my slider for a strike, or I can make you chase it outside the zone.
Yep.
And then to throw it all in together, I'll hit you with the splitter, and if I need to, I will throw 1 or 2 curveballs to keep you honest.
Yeah. Give him a different look, you know.
Give him a different look. And the guy just passed 500 career strikeouts.
Yay.
And he's on a really nice deal.
Yeah, he sure is.
It's very generous.
Yeah.
So it's all about locking him up early. And Kroll did it.
Plenty of other teams do it. This time we started knocking them out.
We knocked him out. Man, I'm just so happy that he's looking this good and picked up right where he left off.
Yeah. I mean, we need an ace, and he's our guy.
He's our guy, and all we need him to do is to stay healthy, and please, for the love of God, be careful around cabinets. I just need you to keep your elbows tucked. Maybe get a little hook to open them, because we need those healthy elbows all year.
I mean, I offered to open all of his cabinets for him. I never heard back.
You never?
So
that's ridiculous.
I think he's pretty confident at this point in his cabinet abilities.
Okay. Well, hopefully he got them all replaced.
just open shelves.
Yeah. You know what? I'm a big drawer guy now. Mm-hmm. I don't mind bending over.
I just keep everything on the ground.
I just keep it right there. I mean, oh, look at that. There's all my plates. I hate bending over, but I'm also not Hunter Green. I don't know if you knew that.
I do now.
You do? Okay.
And I appreciate your honesty.
Peak athletes.
Yeah. You're much closer to the therapy rabbit.
I thought you were going to say I'm much closer to Rizzler.
Oh.
Yeah, my little protege. Sweet, sweet boy. The rest of the starters this week, I mean, most of the starting pitching was very good.
Absolutely.
There were a couple blips. Brady Singer. Whoa.
Looking sharp.
Real sharp. Let's look at both those lines, okay? Against the Rangers, 7 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 walks, 8 Ks. Guess what? That doesn't win the game.
Well, he did everything he needed to do. So
Yeah. And then on Saturday, 5 innings pitched, 9 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 Ks.
Yeah, and it could have been worse. I mean, that line could have been a little worse, and he worked himself out of some jams.
Yeah, that's what was so surprising with the start in Milwaukee was him getting out of those jams and just shutting the door.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to see a lot of those crooked numbers in the K column.
Nope, that's not been his profile as of yet, but it's looking like he's really enjoying the development staff here.
Yeah.
They might have unlocked something.
DJ finally fully unlocked him.
Yeah.
Is it because of the cutter?
I think so. It's something to keep him honest. Just another weapon in the arsenal. It's looked sharp.
It has.
with the fact that he's only just learned it,
Yeah, and you know what? It's only going to get better throughout the season.
Yeah.
I wonder if he could like show that grip to Hunter.
Yeah.
Now we're cooking. But I mean, Brady Singer has not just lived up to the hype. He has been more than advertised. Only thing that's scary about Brady was when I was watching that start and I was at the ballpark on Monday. When it gets 20 degrees warmer, those fly balls are out of here.
Yeah. Which, we knew when we acquired him that he wasn't going to be the perfect pitcher. There is no such thing as a perfect pitcher for Great American Ballpark.
What are you talking about, Hunter Green?
Yeah. If anyone louder, just keep everything on the ground.
Yeah, like what Lodolo's doing.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, just keep everything on the ground. But yeah, I mean, I'm not overly concerned, but there will be some inflation in that earned run average.
Yeah.
Once it gets above 75 degrees.
I mean, that's fine. We knew the guy we were acquiring, and just if he stays healthy, that'll be the biggest thing.
Yeah, this slider's so gross.
Yeah.
God, he hit a couple today that just came right in and just right at the knees, right on the corner. I was like, man, he is really liking DJ's instruction over here.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Carson Spires, you say Spears. Against the Rangers, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 3 hits, 2 walks, 5 Ks, 11 whiffs. And then on Sunday, 3 1/3, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 Ks. Right there is the tale of 2 Spires, you say Spears. If he has his control, you get a quality start. If he does not have his control,
It's going to be a long ball game.
a very long ball game.
Yeah.
And it's just by this much with his control, because his stuff is all spin, it's all break. I mean, it's in his against the Rangers, 27 sweepers, 21 sinkers, 17 changeups, 10 cutters, 10 four-seamers, which is four-seamer was rocking 91.9 miles per hour.
Yeah. I mean, spreading it through the arsenal too. Like, that's what I love about him. Is that when it's on, there's no way to catch up with him. You don't know what he's about to throw.
Sure.
But then
When
if you
he's
do,
off.
yeah.
You're like, what's the out pitch?
Yeah.
Oh, he can't control the slider or the sweeper. Uh-oh.
I guess I'm sitting on a fastball.
92 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Which Jackson Churio did twice today.
Yeah.
But not against Spires. You say Spears. But how do you change him? How do you get him consistent?
I mean, if he hasn't sort of found it at this point,
Yeah.
I think he might be the finished product that he is. I mean, you just keep working on it, especially with, control. It's all about repetition.
Sure.
So you just sort of keep hammering that same nail and hope it comes around. And if it doesn't, he's still a very valuable pitcher to have on the squad.
Sure.
Even as in this current iteration.
Sure. 6-7 starter.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You need them.
You do.
You need several of them.
Yeah, we talked about depth, and it's showing right here. Then you take Nick Lodolo against the Brewers. 6 2/3, no earned runs, 4 hits, no walks, 4 Ks. Look, that's a quality start. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
But I'm a little concerned. He doesn't look like he has command of his fastball, and especially that curveball breaking towards the back foot. Does that concern you?
It does, but not a ton. I think
Sure.
it's more of just we're still very early into this season, and with his windup and delivery, like he needs everything to be like perfectly dialed in with all the moving parts, and
Yeah.
I think he'll find it. I think the results have been great with him being off, with
Yes.
him not being the guy that we know he can be. So if he's able to find that location, find that spot, get the curveball breaking the way it should, then yeah, he'll be a fun pitcher to watch.
Yeah, he'll be a true number 2 where
Yeah.
you can go, like the whole dream is that you've got 1A and 1B.
Absolutely.
And I think he'll find it too, as long as he just stays healthy. But it is also nice knowing he doesn't fully have it, and he can generate all this weak contact and get out of jams.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it's that, his is just a fine tuning issue. There's nothing wrong.
No, it's just little stuff. And once he finds it, man, good. Hot dog.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be cooking.
Yeah.
Baby. We're gonna be cooking. Nick Martinez against the Brewers. Yikes! 4 2/3, 3 earned runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 Ks. You know what? Not every dog has his day.
Nope. And that's fine.
Yeah.
It's Nick Martinez. He's fine.
He was honestly due.
Exactly. Yeah. He's past the point of like developing into an ace at any point. So
Right.
he's going to have his stretches where he's fantastic and he's just laying him down. But
Not this
when
week.
he doesn't have it, it's a bad start.
It's a very bad start.
Yeah.
When he doesn't have his changeup and he doesn't have his sinker,
Yeah.
he is very hittable.
Especially the changeup. I mean, it was nothing. They were meat pitches.
Flat.
Yeah.
Full. Which, like, dude, like I said, he was due. He only made 2 bad pitches against the Giants in his last start.
Yeah. And it's still early in the season. I mean, it's...
Second start.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. I'm just saying that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. And he knew it, too. And then after the post game, he's just like, yeah, I just didn't have it.
Yeah. Just out there getting my ass kicked, One of them fucking days.
One of them days, and we're moving along.
Yeah.
On to the next one. And then you go and you look at this bullpen. They were great during this runless stretch. None of those losses have been their fault.
Nope. Not at all. Jabot has bounced back nicely. It's nice that they threw him right into the fire.
Yeah.
Shake it off.
Well, he gave up a homer today to Jackson Churio.
He did.
Yeah, that was the second one. But
No, he's doing great, Bill.
you're right. Eat Tane's our boy. Eat Tane. He's our guy. The guy who is still stood out is Tony Santillan.
He is sharp right now.
Sharp, dude. He's rocking a 13.5 K per 9. That's gnarly. 100% of the dudes left on base this week you can't ask for any more from this dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
I mean, even when Alexis gets back, I'd be shocked if we don't see him in the 7th or 8th all summer long.
That's what I was about to ask you. Is like Alexis is coming back, and Terry was like, I don't know if he's just going to slide into the closer spot or not.
Yeah.
Do you think he will, or do you think it's just more of, like we've kind of talked about, it's going to be a hodgepodge, or just wait to see what happens?
I wouldn't put him right straight back into the closer role.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I think he's at this point. Someone has to earn it.
Yes, and so far it's been Tony.
Yeah, I mean he deserves those looks.
Emilio Pagan has looked good in that spot as well.
He has looked good. I'd like to see them really ramp up Ashcraft's use, see what he's got. I understand why they're taking it slow.
Yeah.
I mean he was a starter for spring, so
He also has gone back-to-back days.
Yeah.
That's the first time he's done it, I think.
it is. Yeah.
So that's very encouraging to see. He's a guy, I'm with you, who has the stuff that could do it.
And I think he's looked very good.
He has looked excellent.
Yeah.
It looks like he's comfortable. He's at home. He said he loves the adrenaline rush. He's really leaned into it.
It makes sense. I mean, we saw it. He has the personality
Yes.
to succeed in the bullpen.
Yeah, he's a bulldog, baby. Woof, woof. I just see it. I just see it coming. It's all coming together, and it's just, those two facets of this club, I'm like, I feel good.
Yeah.
Right? And then what the fuck? God damn it. Gapper talked to me, and then it went all to shit.
Everything went to shit.
Everything went to shit. 35 innings with no freaking runs.
It's not good.
The fuck?
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
On Monday, Ellie had a torpedo bat, hit 2 homers. That's the first time. Also on Monday, that's the first time I've ever seen a ball hit the POW chair.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, was that Ellie?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
The
that.
second homer, it hit the back right leg of the POW chair. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Got into it. I mean, I was watching. I knew it went far, but damn.
Yeah. When like, as soon as it left his bat, I stood up and I'm like, no.
Gone. Yeah.
Not even.
I'm getting a beer.
I gotta. Not even. That's out of here. Torpedoed away, dude.
Yeah.
But and then CES homer, they hit like 14 runs. It was the Cincinnati Bengals beating the Dallas Cowboys 14-3.
It was beautiful.
It was insane.
So fun to watch.
And then what happened, what we thought was going to happened where just the runs disappeared.
Yeah. I mean, it's, like we were saying at the top, it sounds like there was a bit of a bug, something sweeping through the clubhouse, and that's got to suck for sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know if there's really an excuse for that long of a scoring drought.
There isn't. Do you think it also could have been the approach? I feel like from watching this week, the guys are getting into long counts.
Yeah.
A lot of looking at third strikes, though.
Yeah.
Do you think it's an approach and new philosophy issue with Valleca?
Yes, I do think that. I mean, yeah, it's definitely an approach issue. I mean, the Wednesday game particularly stood out against Jack Leiter, where it's a rookie pitcher. You gotta get up there, be a lot more aggressive, and attack, and make him waste a lot of pitches, because you could have if they had if they were up there swinging. There were plenty of foul ball opportunities there to lengthen the at bat, get Leiter out of there even faster. Get to the Rangers bullpen, which is
bad.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Yeah, and
they didn't ambush at all.
No, they sure didn't, and it didn't. It really didn't show up until Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that they are, and a lot of the stuff. Have you also noticed the shift in philosophy where I feel like when they do make contact, they are taking it the other way?
Yeah. It's quality contact.
It's quality contact. I'm not knocking that, but I'm just saying at this point, you see where they are going this season, where the direction is. Do you think that overall there needs to be a little bit more panic and there needs to be a push to be like, hey, if you see your pitch early, go get it?
Maybe not. Definitely not panic. I don't think with that.
Sure.
But just get up the be aggressive. Got to see some more aggressive swings, some more aggressive at bats.
Yes. We need to be in between where we were last year, where it was like, oh, we swung at first pitch everything.
Yeah.
To in the middle where this year it's like a lot of full counts, a lot of stretching, a lot of walking away with the heads down.
Yeah. And this is a team that can fucking hit.
We know it can.
We
saw it on Monday. We saw it on Saturday.
Yeah.
How do we even just find some type of consistency? That's the other thing.
I mean, it's so early in the season. I think a lot of it will come naturally.
Sure.
But yeah, just so long as they are aware of the fact that, like, you just can't not score runs for 35 freaking innings. Like, hopefully there were several meetings about that.
Yeah, they had some chit chats.
Yeah, because you can't do that. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, also when you look at this lineup too, I mean, McLean tweaked his hamstring. You were out without a healthy McLean.
Yeah.
He was at 85-90%.
Steers up there struggling. He went deep today, which was great, but
he needed that so bad.
Yeah.
I think this is where he jumps. This is where his season finally starts.
I'd like to. It was a great swing on it.
He murdered that thing.
It was a great swing. It was a classic. He looked, healthy.
Yeah, top of the zone where he loves it, where he can just level off on it, just cleanly. So him, and then you've got Stevenson.
Yes.
And Hayes still out. I mean, that's a good chunk.
Yeah, and coming back soon, it sounds like.
You'll be back. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think also when you have your lineup that isn't as long, there's no excuse to not score in 35 innings.
But that's not going to help.
This isn't going to help.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm not fully panicked.
No, and I don't think we should be. But it was that if there were a reason to panic, it's absolutely that. That's a lot of innings without a run.
Yeah, that's what this is the thing that Jeff Carr was most concerned about when we chatted with him, was just like, is this team going to score enough runs?
Yeah.
And right now, no. And this is like a kind of an easy chunk in the schedule.
Yes.
Get it together in San Francisco. Get it together this weekend coming up against Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I mean, just look at the pitchers that they couldn't score runs off of. Like,
right.
Eovaldi was dealing. He was actually pretty on point. But then Leiter was not. I mean, he was. No. Yeah.
They did him a lot of favors.
They sure did. Yeah.
But Eovaldi was a monster.
Yeah, he was dialed in. That was, you are going to lose some games 1-0. And that one That was for sure one of them. But then you had Nestor, who had just gotten lit up.
Shelled.
Yeah. And he wasn't even looking that good that day.
No.
Yeah. They just need to attack these shitty pitchers because they can take advantage.
100%. Ambush the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hide in the trees. You see that fastball coming, jump out and just start stabbing it. Mm-hmm. Just go to town,
Go to town.
Go to town. Ambush. You know what? We should call them up and be like, hey, guys, just call the Reds hotline.
Yeah.
I need you guys to ambush.
You need to be more physically violent at the plate.
Yeah. And when you see that coming your way, you go, sneak attack. You get it. Jake Fraley had a real questionable play on Saturday. Dove, missed it, kind of jogged, went to go get it. Sal went to third. I know it's not the playoffs or anything, but it's like an effort issue kind of a thing.
I mean, he's...
While I'm sitting here in sweatpants with a hole in the thigh.
Yeah, well, I saw the amount of effort it took to do that, so...
Thank you. So I don't know, if anything, me criticizing someone about effort on the field, not great. But here's my thing. He's not also hitting.
Yeah. I mean, he is not guaranteed any at-bats on this ball club, Like, he's got to earn it just like everyone else. And I'd like to see what Blake Dunn can do.
Homered this week?
Exactly. I mean, he was raking in spring training.
Yeah.
And he has some great minor league numbers. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be an outfielder. And then we got guys in the minors that are tearing the cover off the ball. I know it's only been a week, but still, like, they are actually hitting, and Jake is not.
Yeah. Terry came out and said, Blake Dunn, you are not a platoon guy.
Yeah.
We're giving you this spot. You go get it, buddy. And he has. But who is hitting down in Louisville right now is Will Benson. He is looking like he did after he got sent down in 2023 and came back in May and went on a tear. Right now, it's 341, 361, 600 with an OPS of 961. He's got 2 home runs in 8 games, along with a double and a triple. 5 RBIs. I mean, 9 strikeouts in the 37 plate appearances as well. So he's seeing it. He's mashing it. He's getting his confidence back. How much longer does this have to keep going? 2 more weeks? And then you're like, hey, sorry, Jake, you got these options. We're using them.
Yeah. If even 2. I mean, it's because Benson would be a great addition. He would provide some juice just to the dugout. I mean, he's got such a great personality. Yeah. Not that Jake doesn't, of course.
Of course.
But, yeah, bringing up a spark plug like Willie B, and especially if he's locked in and hitting, we know he can go on these stretches. Yeah. We've seen it, where he could even carry an offense for like a week when he's just on a tear. So, yeah, with Jake still having the options, it's tough to envision them keeping Willie B down for much longer if he's hitting.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're gonna be heading on 71 South soon.
Yeah.
Which
could help him. Who knows? Like,
it could, right?
And he's got the options, so it's not, and he'll be back up. It's not like he you know what I mean?
Someone's bound to get hurt.
Yeah.
Because you've got Hurtubise, which I'm assuming you send down when you activate Austin Hayes.
Yes.
So there's that spot. So then that just leaves who's not performing.
And it's Jake.
And it's Jake. And
yeah.
It's not difficult.
Well, and because you're not sending Steer down.
You sure aren't.
Yeah.
And they aren't going to put him on the injured list.
Which I think is a good sign.
I guess.
I mean, they've clearly been willing to put players on the injured list, even for minor injuries, to make sure they get back and get healthy. So that means that they're on the same page as far as the injury.
Correct.
But
she didn't get to hear a whole lot last year.
Yeah. Hardly any.
Yeah, it's almost like this guy in charge is letting people do their job.
Yeah, weird.
Isn't that crazy?
We'll see if it works out for him, though.
Yeah, I don't know. He's kind of a hack.
Yeah, exactly. New manager. He doesn't know what he's doing.
He has no clue. Zero experience. Gosh, he's just over there managing in Korea. Letting it rip over there. Who else is hitting really well in AAA is Novi Marte in a week.
Yeah.
I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form, call him up now. But what I am saying is he does this for 2 months.
Yes.
How do you make room?
I
know it's a
I'm
big
betting
ask.
the baseball season just makes room for us.
Sure.
Injuries.
Injuries.
And he's got plenty of flexibility that he can make his way into the lineup a couple of different ways.
Yeah. Third.
Yeah, throw him at second. I bet he could be just fine at second base.
Interesting pool. I like that.
Yeah, and then hopefully we'll never need him over there, but he could handle short.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we said about Eugenio Suarez in 2019.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little...
Sorry, not 2019, 2020, 2021.
He's a little younger than Gino was, and
That's-
a little bit more athletic.
You are... yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gino's my boy, but he was not...
I also said he could just handle it.
Yeah, sure, he could stand there.
And not be an absolute liability.
Sure, where Gino was the liability.
But we don't have to worry about that because Elliott's going to start every game at short.
Every single game.
We don't have to worry about that.
We don't have to worry one bit.
But yeah, I think if he keeps raking, and again, like you said, it should be, that's more of a month's, not a week's situation like with Willie. But let's get that confidence back up. He's so talented.
Unbelievably.
He still has all the opportunity in the world to be a well above average baseball player. The guy that we thought we were getting in that trade to begin with.
Correct.
So it's nice to see him hit the ground running in the minors. Hopefully he just keeps raking.
He just puts a hole in the wall down in Louisville.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Hits a car on the highway.
Let's see it.
Let's do it. He could. I don't doubt that he could do
Yeah.
it. It's... excuse me. It's just getting that confidence back, getting his swing. His swing's always been so pretty. It's just been his vision at the plate.
And I think that he puts a lot of pressure on himself, and that's a lot of the poor results so far.
Yeah, and it was unfairly put on him last year where he came back from his PED suspension, and they're just like,
get out there, kid.
yep,
You're our savior.
This is it. We didn't make any moves or trades. We thought you coming back would be enough.
Yeah.
And they were wrong. They were very, very wrong. Also down on the farm, Chase Burns struck out 7, and it looked gnarly.
Yeah, the highlights are very attractive.
That slider's gross.
Yeah, it sure is.
It just...
Yeah, and the curveball was looking sharp too.
He just looks sharp in general.
Yeah.
We got to make the trip up to Dayton because he's not going to be there for much longer. No, I could see him knocking on the door, and if he keeps this up in September.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see him. I mean, if we... Let's hope there's a pennant race. Put him in the back end of the pen.
Ooh.
Just for some juice back there.
Oh, come on.
I mean, who knows how we'll need him, but I feel like we have enough starting pitching depth that we wouldn't necessarily have to start him unless we wanted to.
Correct.
And yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of pitchers start their career by just letting it go in the bullpen and then getting back into starting. And I think he's a prime candidate for that sort of arc.
Right. Why have a bullpen day? And work on your bullpen and a bullpen. Why don't you just go get your work in a game and just be dominant?
Exactly. Just mow some fuckers down.
Mow them.
And then you can control the situations that he's in a lot more and throw him out there and be like, go tackle 7, 8, 9 and just blow him off the map.
Yeah, you go be you.
Yeah.
So let's get to some injuries here. Terry Francona said Alexis Diaz will pitch a few more times on his rehab assignment. He needs to be in sync, and he agrees with it. We want him to be our closer, but he needs to be ready in the role. And then Matt McClain could be available to hit tomorrow in the right situation, ideally. Back in the lineup tomorrow. Sorry, I read that wrong. Matt McClain could be available to hit in the right situation today. Ideally, he'll be back in the lineup tomorrow. They'll see how it goes. From Charlie Goldsmith. With Matt McClain tweaking his hamstring and he hasn't been out in the field, should the Reds not mess around with it and shut him down and be safe, or just push and see what happens?
I mean, I have so much more trust with this leadership group to handle injury the right way.
Agreed.
That if they're not concerned, then I'm not going to be concerned.
Agreed.
I mean, a hamstring tweak
sucks.
Yeah, but you can turn it around. There's just that day, if you take care of it and you're, doing all your exercises, getting the strength back up. There's just that day where it's like, oh, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hit me with the gun and I'm fine.
Good. Yeah.
I'm good.
So I'm not too concerned. I don't want to see McClain's have any injury.
I don't either.
Even if it's a tweak. But I am not terribly concerned.
I'm not
especially
either.
Since they didn't sort of shut him down immediately or even after the second missed start.
Yeah.
that they have come out and said every day, like, he's progressing. It's looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
I do too. It's just, I'm still just gun shy.
Yeah.
After last season.
Absolutely.
I'm still worried.
Absolutely.
I'm still like,
Every nagging injury turned into 2 months missing.
2 months missing or the rest of the freaking season.
Yeah.
Really just rough. Also interesting that came out, Matt McClain was offered a contract extension and he said, no, thank you. I wonder what those numbers were. We're never going to get them.
No.
But are you surprised that he turned it down? And are you surprised the Reds even threw it on the table?
I'm not surprised they threw it out there. Hopefully they did with a lot of our young guys.
Sure.
And we just didn't hear about it. I mean, hopefully they're at least aiming for some more Hunter Green extensions where you end up looking pretty smart at the end of the day.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not surprised he turned it down. Just not a good time for him to be signing an extension.
Yeah, he even said that. He came out publicly and said, look, I didn't play last year.
Yeah, why would I do this? Unless they came out with, like, the right numbers. Everyone has their number, but
Yeah.
knowing the Reds, like, I'm sure they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where they just looked at Jackson Merrill and they're like, ooh, he played like all 162 last year.
Yeah.
He played in like 159, 160.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are the numbers that McClain deserves, and I guarantee they were nowhere close to that. So, yeah,
Right.
just say no, bet on this season,
And move
come
on.
out, rake, and then get your bag.
Get in the offseason because, Trevino signed that extension, so I'm assuming they also talked to Stevenson. Mm-hmm. I think he probably said no as well because he wants to get back out there and play. I wouldn't be shocked if there's something that happens mid-season and he's playing really well and they offer him an extension. And because of McClain saying what I was thinking, what everyone's thinking, December 2026 is looming.
Yeah.
Get it locked up. You don't know what's going to happen with arbitration.
You don't know what the next CBA is going to look like.
Yeah, it's going to be ugly.
Yeah.
I don't think that we lose this sport, but it's going to be contentious, and I hope we don't miss any time again.
Yeah.
But it'll be bad.
Yeah. And they've come out and told us that it's going to be bad.
Yes,
They've
everyone
said
on
it.
both sides.
Yes, they're like, this is probably going to be a labor lockout.
Yeah. Oh, of course it's going to be a lockout put out by the owners again.
Yeah.
And then it's just going to be an ugly public knock them out, drag them out, which sucks. But those are 2026 December problems.
And
Yeah.
bright side,
Okay.
maybe that's enough to convince Ellie to sign an extension here. Be like, get your bag, dude. You might not be able to get that much money.
Come on, dude. We'll give you $500 million.
We'll give you $1 billion.
Well, yeah.
We just we really got to spread these payments out.
Yeah. Don't cash this check.
Yeah.
Don't do it for a while. So I don't know if the Reds even have that type of money, but
Probably not.
let's just worry about 2025.
Yeah.
Let's just get through this. Let's score some
Let's
runs.
score some runs.
Let's get some more boys back. Tyler Stevenson's close to being back. If the MRI comes back clean today on Monday when this comes out, he can start baseball activities. Again, like we talked about, the lineup gets longer when he's in there.
Yeah. And it shouldn't take him that much time to ramp up either.
Yeah.
So if he's cleared on Monday, we could see him at the beginning of next week. The following week, rather.
Right. You can see him
And-
finishing out that homestand.
Yeah. It'd be great.
Be huge.
We just need him back.
Yeah.
I mean, as you've said, he just makes the lineup so much longer.
So much longer. He had such a great year at the Dish last year. And also, we're finally on Friday going to see the debut of Austin Hayes against when they get back from San Francisco. Austin Hayes is like, boys,
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's roll. So,
And with how he was looking in spring training, hopefully he just picks up that, and that bat's still hot.
Oh, I
because
bet
we need him.
we need him bad.
Yeah.
Golly, just hitting in right field. It'd be ideal. It'd be ideal.
It would be ideal.
Or are they going to put him in left? I think they're going to put him in right.
I think they're going to put him in right.
Yeah, I think they're going to put him in right. And then, even better news today, Andrew Abbott completed his second rehab start with the bats. 4 1/3, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 3 walks, 4 Ks. He threw 92 pitches with 53 of them landing for strikes.
Love to see it. Not the best outing, but who cares? This is his spring training.
This
So
is
the
him,
numbers don't matter.
him ramping up because
93 pitches is nice. I like the
it's
sound
nice.
of that.
It sounds great.
Sounds like his next start could easily be in the bigs.
Now, this is where it gets interesting. Reds in 4, our boy at Reds in 4 tweeted, whoa, hey, you guys are going to let this slip under the radar? Andrew Abbott debuted a cutter in AAA, and featured a gyro slider. Whoa.
Yeah. Interesting. I didn't know about the slider.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So which means he's got his slider sweeper plus his upstairs fastball that jams on both sides of the plate. And he's coming at you with a cutter that's going to saw you on the handle.
Yeah. I'm very excited about the cutter.
That is
That could be a great weapon in his arsenal.
absolutely massive
Yeah.
in his arsenal. That's the next step that we've talked about with him.
I think so.
That can make him a solid 3.
And he's such a workhorse that, like, I think he can make it work.
I think so too.
And that would be, God, that'd be nice.
getting-
I just want to get him back out there.
Me too. I'm just getting giddy. I want to see it live and in person.
Right.
You know, get Carson back down to Louisville, bring me my beautiful lefty, and let's see that cutter eat. That's a Euro slider.
A Euro slider, yes.
That's what I operate with most of the time is a Euro slider. You say gyro, I say Euro.
Ooh, that's got some tzatziki on it. He's really dialed in today.
Ooh, slipping in a few onions. You love to see it. So, what we got coming up? Okay. Today, we're in San Francisco. You got Hunter Green versus Logan Webb. You got an opening day rematch. Then you've got Lodolo versus Aaron Raup.
Landon?
Landon?
Yeah, Landon.
Landon.
Like the Landon route.
Landon like the sheep's wool?
Yes. Yeah. Landon?
Landon? Like the sheep's wool. Landon Raup, and then close all off with a day game. Nick Martinez versus Justin Verlander. And then for the first time in 9 days, you can say that on Thursday, your red legs are off. When you come back, there's a chance that Carson, I say Spires, you say Spears. Oh, burp. Oh. Could be Andrew Abbott.
Do I need to
No,
stay away? Okay.
No, you're good. You're good. That was a tzatziki coming back. Oof. So there's a chance that could be Andrew Abbott.
Yeah.
Right?
If they want to take it slow with him, I wouldn't fault him at all.
I wouldn't either.
Because we've had both worlds with Carson, so and his first start was not against the Giants, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It was against the Rangers.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I think that he can handle the Giants lineup.
I think so too.
So if they don't want Abbott back just yet, I wouldn't fault him for it. But him tossing 93 pitches makes me think that he's at the doorstep.
I would say he's ready.
Yeah.
Bring him on up. Let's see that cutter eat, baby.
Right.
So then we could see it possibly Friday because we'll both be there. Fireworks Friday, baby, and then you go Green Lodolo.
Yep.
Against Pittsburgh. Does that mean we're gonna get to see Skeens on the last day?
We should.
Sunday Skeens.
Ooh.
And then that Monday they are off, and then it's 3 at home against the Mariners. And then they go out to Baltimore for 3, then down to Miami for 3, off day, and then at Colorado. Then to close out the month, 4 at home against the Cardinals.
I like the end of that month.
I really like the end of that month, but they got to get it going.
Yeah.
You cannot slip and keep getting off to this slow start. You got to put the pedal to the metal, get these wins, because this is one of your easier months.
Yeah. And we're going to need every fucking win for this division, so.
Yeah. Considering you just dropped 3 to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Fucking yikes. I saw Jared Jones hit the 60-day IL. Is he getting TJ?
I don't believe so. I think he's taking the non-surgical route.
Got it. Going the Sasaki route.
Yes.
Okay.
It's working more and more these days.
Yeah. Well,
So
I'm glad to hear it because I
Yeah.
don't want to see these guys shut down for 14, 15 months.
Yeah. They brought their other top pitching prospect up, Thomas Harrington. He had a great year. in the minors last year.
Bubba Chandler's right around the corner, too.
Absolutely.
So the Pirates can do the same thing that the Reds can do, which is pitch. The Pirates are also doing the same thing that the Reds are doing, which is fucking not hitting. God.
And they don't have much hope to turn that lineup around. So
No, their only hope is like maybe Tommy Pham elevates everybody.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we've done this.
yeah, exactly.
We did this, and it was not fun.
Yeah.
People got hurt. Yeah. Don't let him play any fantasy sports. Okay?
Yeah, it's not going to end well. We promise.
We promise you it does not end well. But so we'll probably see Heaney pitch today. So we'll probably see Heaney. And then it goes 1-2. So then it goes Skeens, and then it goes Keller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you just got to take 2 out of 3 from them.
Yeah,
you got to do it.
Yeah.
For the love of God, please do it. So let's round third and head for home. What do you have to plug?
Drink Cincy Light.
Yeah, drink Cincy Light, baby.
Responsibly.
Yes.
Billy.
I drink it responsibly. I drink it very responsibly. Got a koozie around it. It's very good.
Yeah, that's specifically what I was talking about.
Yeah, did you know that is their new slogan in their advertising? Cincy Light.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very cool.
How do they type it out?
SLOOSLOOUULOLOL.
You nailed it. That's perfect.
Thank you. This is an audio visual format. All right. Saturday. Come see me at the Comet. I'll be there 7:30 and 9, or 7 and 9:30 are the times the shows are. So 7 and 9. I don't know. But come see me. I'm at the Comet opening for Blake Rozier. He's very funny. So I'll be hosting those shows. It'll be a great time. So let's get through this. InTheClutch.com. Check it out. We got some sweet stuff. Use promo code NASTYBOYS, 10% off. Follow that up with Sports Drink. Thank you for hosting the audio of this podcast. Shout out to Luke Capasso for nailing our beautiful remodel in our living room. And thank you for coming over and doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Chris, for being in the Badlands or the good place, wherever you are. And thank you for watching and or listening. And as always, go Red Legs.
Go Red Legs.